Islanders, this is going to be a tough one. Many of us over the last several decades have cruised on the Carnival Fascination. And we remember last year, as Carnival Corporation had to sell off several ships, the Carnival Fascination being one of them. We were excited, though, that she was sold to a company, Century Cruises, out of China, and not scrapped like some of the other ships that happened last year. That news has changed. The Carnival Fascination will not sell. She will now be scrapped. We have all the details on why Century Cruises made this decision to buy the Carnival Fascination, never sell her with paying passengers, and instead to scrap her. We have those details today. Plus, just about every cruise line that sails from the United States is listed in a lawsuit from the state of Florida. You could probably imagine why. Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Disney Cruise Line, and Norwegian are being sued. We're going to talk about this lawsuit and its implications on cruising from the state of Florida. And finally today we have good news from Celebrity Cruise Line, a feel-good story that oftentimes is needed, especially days like today. Let's talk about all the cruise news right now on Island Time. Happy Thursday afternoon to all you Islanders. Oh my goodness, we're almost through the week, and most importantly, 1 week from right now, as long as everything goes according to plan, Southwest Airlines doesn't cancel my flights, the Carnival Breeze makes it in on time, I will be on the Carnival Breeze. I will be at Red Frog Pub in 1 week from right now, and additionally, I will be live all Thursday afternoon. I will be live. How can you watch is the question. The first thing you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to Island Time. Come be an Islander and ring that bell. Here's what Ring the Bell does. Ringing that bell ensures that when I hit the go live button on my phone, that you are notified that Island Time is live. And you can watch us live as we walk throughout the ship, as we share experience with you. You can ask questions and engage in what we're doing. So be sure right now, subscribe, ring the bell, and come on this cruise with us. Let's get to the cruise news. There's a lot of it, and I've mentioned it in our intro, the Carnival Fascination. How about the news on the Carnival Fascination? She was supposed to begin sailing for her new owner, Century Cruises, in China. However, it's now looking like the ship will become, this is hard to say, the fourth fantasy class ship to be scrapped. 4 of them in a year. It's hard to believe. The Century Harmony, that is the name that Century gave the Carnival Fascination. The Century Harmony was purchased from Carnival Cruise Line in 2020 when the global suspension in cruise operations had a significant impact. You probably remember that Carnival Corporation scrapped several other ships. They sold, though, the Carnival Fascination, and we all hoped that the Carnival Fascination would sail once again in another part of the world, but delivering a cruise vacation to other people for years to come. The Century Harmony now has set its course for Along in India. It's on the west coast of India. When the ship has a final destination of Along, it's not good news. That's where the scrapyard is. There's not much else that happens there. Now, let's talk about the Carnival Fascination, or the Century Harmony, as it's supposed to be formally called. Right now, the Century Harmony is off the ship of Singapore. She's anchored, and here's a current picture of the Carnival Fascination, aka the Century Harmony. She looks beautiful, she does. You notice the whale tail. A lot of these companies, they keep the whale tail of these Carnival ships because they're iconic across the world in the cruise industry. The ship's track now shows the final destination of Along, India, with its arrival being on October the 28th of 2021. So she has not started her journey yet, but she will in the not so distant future. Now, why? Why would Century buy the Carnival Fascination and start work on her, as you can see, but never sell her with paying passengers? Here's the answer that I think, this is not from Century, but it makes sense to me. Steel prices right now are sky high. They're the highest they've been in a long, long time. And we don't know exactly what Century paid for the Carnival Fascination, but we could venture to say that with the steel prices as high as they are, that they're probably making for sure their money back, if not making money by just scrapping her. It's sad to see. We hope to see video of her sailing once again, even though it is to the scrapyard. If we find that video in the next couple of weeks, we will provide it for you. Sad news, but let's keep going because there's other news today. We will end with something very positive, but listen to this. Cruise lines are under investigation and listed in a lawsuit by the state of Florida. Florida's Department of Health released a list of groups and companies under investigation for possibly violating Florida's ban on companies asking for proof of vaccination. In May of 2021, the Florida legislature passed a law that told businesses that they could not ask for or require proof of vaccination from people before they served them, before they did business with them, before they let passengers on cruise ships. You could not require that someone show that vaccine card. It was labeled as the vaccine passport. This list that has been released has 120 groups or companies on the list. And of course, not all of them are cruise lines. Stadiums that house the Miami Dolphins and the MLB baseball team as well are on the list. AT&T is on the list. What cruise lines are on the list? You could guess them. Carnival Cruise Line is on the list. Royal Caribbean is on the list. Disney is on the list, and Norwegian Cruise Line all made the list. Now, you may remember with this vaccine passport and Governor Ron DeSantis, he said, and it was stated in the bill, in the law, that every occurrence of a company asking for a vaccine card in order to deliver service or business to a passenger or a customer would result in a $5,000 fine per occurrence. We wondered if that would happen in July as cruise lines restarted operations, and it did not happen. But that is the violation for the fine, which is enforced by Florida's Department of Health. Now, what's it mean for cruise lines? Well, I've got good news for cruise lines, and I've got good news even further down. Florida's Governor, Press Secretary, Christina Pushaw, has said that the state would not enforce this law to the cruise industry until a decision is made on the injunction that is in place. We know that there's an injunction right now in Florida, and it's been messy. The court system, the cases have been messy. But the governor's office has said, we're not going to enforce this $5,000 penalty per passenger to any cruise line until we hear what's going on with it. Now, whichever way this goes in the court system, I don't see Governor DeSantis and his office in the state of Florida backtracking and charging these cruise lines $5,000 per passenger, and I don't see them doing that in the time ahead as well. It's a political game. It really is. According to court documents, Florida believes that the United States Constitution gives companies no right for private companies to refuse service to prospective customers who fail to disclose private medical documentation. There's nothing to fear here. This is going to go throughout the court system. These cruise lines are named in the lawsuit. I'm telling you now, do not be scared to cruise out of Florida in the months ahead. Do not be scared to book your cruise for 2022 out of Florida. They will go as planned. I had several questions about this story, so I had to include it because people are hearing on the news, this is on mainstream news, they're hearing from friends and family, hey, did you hear Carnival Cruise Line's being sued? Did you hear that Disney is being sued by the state of Florida? There's the news. That is the story right there. And let's end today with this. This is great coming from Celebrity Cruise Line. Captain Kate McHugh will take the helm of Celebrity's newest ship, Celebrity Beyond. I know a lot of us follow Captain Kate. She has, get this, 3.5 million followers across the different platforms of TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I have never cruised on Celebrity, and I follow Captain Kate. She is so much fun and provides so much insight on her job and her role. And it's a neat story She wanted to become a captain of a cruise ship. Really, she wanted to be a cruise director, but she cruised at the age of 12. She told her father, I want to be a cruise director when I grow up. Her father told her, you can do anything you want to do. You can be who you want to be, even the captain of a cruise ship. And look at her now. She is the first female captain of a major cruise ship. She's been on the Celebrity Summit. She's been on the Equinox. Of course, right now, she's on the Celebrity Edge, a beautiful ship. She's been there since September of 2019, of course, on and off. But now she's going to bring out Celebrity's new ship, the Celebrity Beyond. How cool is that? So great news for Captain Kate and all of her followers, as we will all get to see the new Celebrity Beyond in the months to come. And that is the news today here on Island Time. If you have questions, comments, list them below. Be sure you join us on Facebook as the conversation always continues, and we will see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.